have to wait and see who will be the first victim, how the new national security law could implement on us. Probably would take someone as an example and trying to make some chilling effect in Hong Kong. You breach the law when you make people hate the government or hate the authority. Well, of course, I just want to laugh at them. I don't hate them. This is some of my cartoon reporters, and he's spraying them. And this is the chief of security saying that, "Oh, that is not professional. You should use something to stop him screaming first." We'll try to test what is the real red line without being too harmful to ourselves. There's a broadcaster, there's an editor being chopped, but not very often. So don't worry. This tyranny, they like cartoonists to portray them like cruel, but they get furious if you say that they are idiots, if you say that they are morons, and I think a lot of cartoonists who job is doing that. About a year ago, my cartoon was stopped by the newspaper that I did, which I have also been working for 40 years. I don't feel too much sentimental about it. I always think that I just push the pause button instead of the stop button. That also really works that I draw for newspaper. That's during the time when the British and China negotiating the future of Hong Kong. So this is the Tiananmen massacre, and this is China, and this making music. It tells the Hong Kong people, keep on dancing. So outside there are a lot of killings. This is perhaps my first book. In Hong Kong right now, it's all pulled down from libraries. Maybe sometimes it's just quite angry actually. When you draw things, people are being shot, but you have to sit on the table and then you have to create a cartoon and then tell a story about it, and it's not funny, but maybe a little bit of wit inside, letting people like to see it. Not only tell what has happened, but tell what you think, what you feel, and that's the most difficult part, I think. Cartoon can be very effective in telling a story. The most important thing is that not to just lie down there and accept what our fate is. Instead, I think it is important for us to look at it and then try to remember it. Those who know the stories have to tell what Hong Kong was. I think this is, at this moment, this is what we could do right now. Perhaps my cartoon, to a certain extent, maybe one of the functions is to keeping the record of what has happened in Hong Kong. Our memory is the most important thing. This is a cocoon, but a butterfly should be coming out from the cocoon, but now it's in the other way around. The cocoon of red line is trapping a butterfly. This is a butterfly with broken wings. I think Hong Kong is like a butterfly with a broken wing. I have to say something, or else I can't sleep tonight. So thank you very much for having me here, and thank you, Mr. Shapat, bring us here, and all the organizations that make this happen. Really very grateful about it, and it's a very deep grateful under my heart. And I remember the last time I have this feeling is that my wife say that I can marry you. So this time. So actually, coming here is not only having these awards, it's also that it's a chance for me to come here and meet all the cartoonists. When I talk with them, I really learn a lot from them, especially Rachita, and he has such a different experience that we have in Hong Kong. I think maybe in some days I might face the same thing, same thing that is happening to you, and maybe your experience is good for me. And also that I have to confess something, is that I quite misjudge, thinking that because we call the umbrella revolution, that is quite a number of years ago, you thought that, wow, since the world has so many eyeball-catching things happening, maybe people would forget about Hong Kong. Although there are still trials in going on every day in Hong Kong with all the heartbreaking news result coming up. But with this reward, it shows that people outside Hong Kong are still aware about Hong Kong's press freedom and about Hong Kong's freedom of expression. So I would like to thank you very much on behalf of those who are fighting for this in Hong Kong. Thank you very much for all this effort. Thank you. And also that as a cartoonist, actually we have to rely on journalists. If they don't have the guts to write something out, and all the brave men and women, if they don't write something out, we actually couldn't join a cartoon from it. So I have to thank them, all of these brave men and women, these journalists, some of them are in jail right now, waiting for the trial. They have been in custody for more than 3 years and still waiting for the trial. So that is quite unbearable. And other than there are more than 50 professionals. They are still in jail right now. Other than those 200-something, there are still 50 of them professionals. With them, there are teachers, social workers, and lawyers, and even a pilot, and many different doctors and journalists, of course, activists, and there are some names I like to speak out in here. These are those brave men and women that I admire very much. It's Zhou Hangtong, Benny Tai, and Jimmy Lai, Joshua Wong, Lei Chak-yan, Ho Zhen-yan, Cheng Mo, Gu Si-yu. These are the people, and actually the list will be very long. If I finish that, it will be about an hour. So these are the people that inspired me, and by their action, by what they have done. So I think I would share my honor to them with them, maybe more than 70% for them, and I'll keep only 30% for myself. Thank you very much.